Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Final Fantasy XVI Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, we have a lot to do in this episode, so honestly we're just going to get right into it. We have 5 quests we need to do, at least 5 to start with, over in Dhalmekia, and I believe at the end of the last episode, there was a new Notorious mark to take on. I think. Let's see. The Man in Black. Lostwing Sambrek. Yes, we will be we're probably going to start off with this. Start off with some combat. So that's in Lostwing Sambrek. And then as I think I've showed it before.
Look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
We have 5 quests to do in Dhalmekia. We'll probably start with Lines in the Sand or something. I don't know. I'll decide which ones it really doesn't matter what order we do them in. I don't think. But anyway. Let us go ahead and head over to Lostwing to take on this Notorious mark. It's a B rank, so it should be a little bit more difficult than... I wonder if he's in the, I wonder where he would be. Maybe up on the... Well, we're gonna check. Not seeing anything yet, so maybe he's up on the bridge. I'm gonna guess he's up on the bridge. Or that might give us a good vantage point to see from, at least. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, you know what? Could he be down in the Cellar's Passage? Because I remember that, yeah, this is a... Let's try that. Because I think that's still considered part of Lostwing, right? That's a... Is it below? It's below us, right? Or... Yeah, it has to be below us. Bear with me for a moment. Man, I just turned around. Am I the only one that gets lost with the... Oh, is it... Man, it's all the way back. Hold on. I've gone down this way once before just because I was curious about trying to find, maybe what's down here, but... I apologize. This is... gonna take a minute. But yeah. Through here to here. Down the steps. And down the path. I'm assuming our mark is down here. It's a great spot for it, at least. And we're still technically in Lostwing. There we are. Oh, he's a cannon. He's a cannon one. Okay. I was expecting an Akashic, but I guess not.
Bring out your mortar! Purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Nice. Oh, come on.
Still.
You're not leaving.
This is not going well. Oh, come on. That did not go as well as it should have. Just saying. That was not a good fight. That was not a good fight on my part. Yeah.
Your work here is done.
Shouldn't have had to use a potion there, but we did. Alright, well that is that. That is our Notorious mark for the episode. Now to head into Dhalmekia to really get done with our, well, our side quests. We will start with lines in the sand, because why not? I'm really hoping these don't turn into multi-parters, but you never know. This one might be a longer one.
Take that, you naughty thief! And that!
We'll see.
Stop him!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Oh, jeez.
And they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Naturally.
How could I refuse? Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you. I'll go and speak with him.
Alright, looks like a combat mission.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Easy enough. I doubt it'll be.
Ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
I doubt it'll be that simple, but you never know. It could very well be.
Yeah!
Oh, salamander. Okay.
Thanks, girl.
We'll go ahead and go in on foot for this.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Doc. Fingers.
Oh, that was a... Wow, that was a mistake. There we go.
Too slow. Stay down.
Oh, that was weird.
It's over.
Ugh, that guttural, like, ugh. It's a bit much, don't you think? That's one down.
I better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that. Though I guess it makes a little bit of sense that he would be a bearer. Maybe. Maybe Sid is what kind of helped him. I don't know.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running. but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
Knew all along that he was playing us for...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Really wish sometimes we wouldn't just let that slide. Just saying, because these people are pathetic.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten gains.
I mean, it's insane, just the level of hatred towards the bears. Yeah.
I assume the situation is hopeless? There's still hope. But... perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. and so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against.
Okay.
For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
I wouldn't be surprised if a part 2 comes up eventually. Not now, but eventually a part 2 will show up. Again, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, our next quest that I was going to do is over in Buckland. Trading places. There's 3 over in Tabor, but I believe those all, or Tabor, but I believe those all should be fairly quick ones. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of potentially a longer one.
Well met. Many thanks.
There we go.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Oh, interesting.
And we'll have to find it. And Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Naturally.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdress Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay, so this is probably in an area that was originally blocked off. Yep, right here. Yeah, originally I don't think we could go that direction. That one place had a, like a stop. It's like, hey, you can't go here. I think. This must be her man.
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way.
Yep.
Cashlock's just down
Dracov's Deep. Hello, goblins.
Finished.
Huh. So yeah, nice little village that we're gonna be clearing out. Is that a... Oh, that's the other way to there. Okay. Hello, beasties.
This must have been a nice place once. It will be again. Titan!
Whoops, wrong button.
It's over.
That wasn't too hard.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back to Boklad.
Is it really all of them, though? Can't be. There was no big... I was kind of expecting like a staggerable enemy, but I guess not. It was mostly just beasts, not goblins or anything like that. I do kind of want to see if there's anything I mean, there's a few items in here that I've probably... 10 gil, 10 gil. There was one over here I couldn't go grab because it would have made me leave the battle. It's on the far side. Okay, there we go. I'm sure there's probably a chest or two in here as well. But they're probably just those lower level items that just aren't that great. Oh, well, looky here. That's not too bad, actually. So that should probably do it. We'll probably... Anything else? I actually am gonna walk it up because that's a path I've not gone before. So you may have to bear with me for a moment. Since, I guess because we're in a town, it won't let me do that little speed up thing. Gil is Gil. 10 really doesn't do anything for us, but every little bit helps. I'm more so just curious as to what's down this way. Okay. I'm gonna guess just probably pretty standard combat encounters. I thought there might be like a... Oh, what is this? Well, we are going to go ahead and see what's over here. I will say, if an S rank pops up, we are not taking it on right now. I'll do probably different episodes for that, but that is exactly what this looks like. Yeah, this looks like an S ranked arena, but nothing's popping up yet. Okay, we should be safe. Yeah, because we don't have anything on the hunt board for Dhalmekia, I don't think. We have an S-ranked in Rosaria, there's another S-ranked in Sandbreck, but I don't believe we have one in Dhalmekia just yet. But that is what this location is. This has to be, right? Yeah, this has to be a S-ranked location. So, well, at least we know where another one is. Or at least we know where one is. I know where other ones are, but
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
Okay.
Right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
All right.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Interesting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Well, we're already here. Let's go ahead and see what he wants.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Trading Places Part 2. This should be the last of it, I would think, but you never know.
This time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
I knew it was too good to be true, but should have expected a two-parter. I mean, I did expect a two-parter, but that's fine.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead.
Of course they have.
Their prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El, what's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme.
Yep.
She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then.
Oh, it's all about...
I'll keep Eloise waiting.
I actually have to go there, okay. Yeah, there's no fast travel point.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Yeah, I kind of expected the Consortium to be undermining, because they really want her. I'm guessing, and I'm sure that's part of this. Wouldn't surprise me. Wrong one.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Come on. I actually have to go around. You know what?
You deserve a rest. It's over.
There we go.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Interesting.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack.
Of course it is.
A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
All right then.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Okay. Easiest way is through here. I have a feeling it... I really hope Theo is okay. But...
Come on. Yeah!
We'll see. I mean, I really hope he's okay, but... like I said, we'll see. Seriously, these goblins are still here? Go away. Oops, wrong buttons.
Back to the stables, girl.
What's the situation?
Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
Okay.
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
Oh.
But the whole area's flooded with ether.
Okay.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Okay, so it's taking us to the to that spot. To this spot, yeah, spot up there. Because of course it is. Can't summon Ambrosia. Now we can.
Let's go. Faster!
Well, this makes more sense. That it would be a part of the quest line. Sorry, we're not interested right now.
Where are you, Theo? Straight home now.
Oh, that didn't give us any experience. Interesting. Kind of expected it to. Come on, Theo, be okay. Wow, there's a lot of them.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. You're finished. You're finished. Stay down.
That was kind of cool.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, hello.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Nice try.
Phew. Dragons are always a difficult one to fight. They can always be difficult to fight.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
He's been turned. Yeah.
We have to get you out of here.
Come on.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! So will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
I expected something like that, unfortunately.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Jeez. Very bittersweet. Very... More stuff. Nice. And we're completing quest lines left and right here. Just... I will admit I did not expect that to be essentially how that would go, but I guess that's what happens. We're over an hour. We have 3 more to do. And even with that, we will continue on. Like I said, we have 3 more quests to do. Technically it's 4, but the one in the infirmary is locked until we go in there, and that's story progression. So yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and... Though I feel like these shouldn't take too long, I hope. We'll just grab one. It doesn't really, I don't think it really matters which ones. But like I was saying, if I had known that trading places would have been a 2-parter, I would have tried to have saved that for the last one.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
But didn't know. As I should have, though. But.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts, compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sounds should be quick and easy. Evie.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
So where was it? Oh, just right down in here. Easy enough. Yeah, we might wait a second, try to get our blizzard back up. I mean, it should take a little while. Yeah, it should take a minute to try to get it down to where we actually use that. So let's go ahead and go back to this. Hello, friend. I'm here for your skin.
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
That was easy enough.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Okay. Back we go.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
I think he was a bit offended with our dismissal. Okay, next one, I guess, head up that way. Duty Undying, either Duty Undying or let's do Carved in Stone first. I don't know. I'm trying to decide like which one might be. Oh wait, are these are some of, no, we'll do this one last, actually. Just because that's one of Joshua's people. So that might be a little bit more interesting.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
You there! The strapping.
Okay.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
This sounds suspect, but we're gonna do it.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Easy enough, I guess.
How are those new boots treating you?
Oh, I can go up this way?
Fantastic.
Yeah, let's go this way.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred, hold thy mobile blood till ends the mother's labor. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalano.
Not a scratch on them.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Last but not least, Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Oops.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you can choose the great good Mogul Guardians, Guardians of the Republic. So yeah, Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of Golden Plains, Riders of the Snowy Slopes, Voyagers of the Ashen Ocean. I'm curious to see like what happens if you give him the wrong stuff, but we're gonna do this right.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
And Children of the Hunt, Children of the... now sworn to serve the sun, Tillers of the Land, and Children of the Hunters, now dancing hand in hand. Oh my god. Tillers of the Land.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Excellent. Nice little quick and easy little quest to give a little bit of history about Tabor. Very nice. All right, last but certainly, hopefully not least.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Definitely glad we went with carved in stone. All right, Cyril.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Naturally.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake?
Oh, okay.
It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
So, to an area we have yet to be. Yeah, down here. Can't go that way. So we have to go this way. I was wondering if something would ever take us towards Titan's Wake. I'm glad it has. This way. Kind of a new area to look at. Yeah, not much out here really, but yeah, because we're just now getting to this area. Oh yeah, this was covered. Remember? Yeah. Okay. It was covered by something. I don't remember what, but I remember thinking like, oh, we can't go this way. Well, now we can. Oh joy.
Nice try. Too slow.
Jeez.
Nice try.
Jeez. Wasn't expecting that thing to put up that much of a fight. So there's the fallen ruins up there. Trying to see if there's anything else of interest in these areas.
You're finished.
was trying to see. No, it's further down. So yeah, we'll do this little ring right here. Oh, goblins. Okay. Hello, goblin. Okay. Now we're just fighting all the big guys today, aren't we? Easy enough. I wasn't really expecting there to be this many enemies, if I'm being honest. Really? Come on.
It's over. Stay down.
Okay. I admit this last portion of this is a little all over the place, but it's more because, well, I just kind of want to fight the enemies. I'm enjoying having some combat, you know. We don't usually get to fight just, you know, weaklings very often. Oh, what the? Okay.
It's over.
Well, like I said, we don't get to fight. We don't get to fight these guys very often. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Hold him back.
Jeez, really?
You're finished. Guess we're all ready. Nice try.
Ring of Demolition? Yeah, sometimes it's a good thing to do these. Increases magic burst, will damage by 15%. Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad I took the time to go do those. But hopefully we'll be able to finish this up pretty soon. Yeah, there was a lot of just doing stuff, so I do apologize for that, but you never know what you're going to find, you never know what you're going to pick up. And honestly, I'm trying to farm up a little bit of ability points, if I'm being completely honest.
All right.
Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, I'm trying to build up some ability points so I can finish off some of these builds. Nice. Quaint little town. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh no.
Yep.
You'll pay for this.
Gotta take out the orb first.
There may still be survivors. Stay down. You're finished.
Oh, that's a big one.
Whatever that thing is.
Fool's gold.
I'd say it's their leader. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Jeez.
To business. Nice try. You're finished.
That wasn't too bad.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
So they're a cult. I mean, we knew they were a cult, but...
One thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
I mean... So, yeah, they're a cult. They're fanatics. They have no sense of self-preservation. That's... ugh. I do not care for that. I don't like that mentality, is what I mean. Let's go ahead and open this door. Opens up that. It's not really a shortcut, but it opens up another avenue that would have not been that we wouldn't have been able to open because of the wooden log or plank. You know what I mean? I do kind of want to see if like there's any items or whatnot. I mean, I'm sure there are. Like that, a chest. Because you never know, they might have a talisman or an accessory to help. Or they're all going to be 15 of crafting materials, which is fine. That's all I'm seeing so far. I do love that the scarecrows. This is a black mage from, I'm not sure which Final Fantasy game, but I do love that they do that. That's pretty cool. Though I will admit the only reason I know really what that is because of Kingdom Hearts 2. In the beginning of the game, you know, there's a character that looks like that, and that looks like a black mage, and it's kind of funny. I don't guess those things are, that's what all black mages look like. It's more of like, again, I don't know. I'm not well versed when it comes to Final Fantasy, the other games, so you'll have to forgive me there.
Ah. You are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril. Your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Yeah, there's no changing their minds. They're a complete cult and completely indoctrinated into their beliefs. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well, I do believe that is going to... that is everything. Let's head back to the hideaway. Let's head back to the hideaway and wrap things up. Because we're almost at 2 hours. Okay, good. Nothing new at the Patron's Whisper, so yeah. So yeah, I guess we're going to wrap it up here. This, in the next episode, we will be getting back onto the main storyline. These last 3, almost 2-hour episodes have been a little draining, and I'm ready to get back into the story. So that we have that to look forward to. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, and if you stuck with me for this long, I deeply appreciate it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for whenever new content is posted. And please, don't forget to let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comment section down below. Of the quests we did today, which one's your favorite? Let me know. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.